UFC 320 is absolutely stacked. Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira 2. Cory Sanhagen versus Merab. Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree. Absolutely massive fight announcements just after getting announced from the boss. I made a video last night, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane, before it was announced, because it was quite obvious it was going to get announced, but I did not expect this level of bombshell being dropped on our heads. We'll start with, the main event of the whole thing, which is Pereira versus Ankalaev 2. Very hard to, I think I touched on this yesterday on one of my TikToks. Very hard to pick Pereira in this fight. Very hard. We kind of seen Pereira, it was extremely close fight though, that's the thing. We've seen Pereira get wobbled by Ankalaev as well in the last fight, so that's not going to fill me with any confidence that, he's going to be looking any better this fight. I think it's hard to pick Pereira. I think it's hard. Now, a few adjustments maybe, but... And some people actually thought... I'm pretty sure when I first watched it, I was like, Pereira's kind of nicked that, but they'll give it to Ankalaev. I kind of thought Pereira won at the start, but it was such a close fight. It was actually such a close fight. I think Ankalaev is going to... Well, let's hope that he mixes in... Not hope, actually. Let's not hope that Ankalaev mixes in the grappling, because we want Pereira to win. We want Alex to get this one done. But... I think the logical pick here is just fucking... I think the logical pick is Ankalaev, He looked good. He wobbled Pereira. He looked great on the feet. He's got a chin. I'm just not betting on... I'm not betting on people anymore to just land a big shot and knock you out. I just don't... I'm not doing it anymore, bro. I'm not doing it. Okay? It's just like... Pereira doesn't do well moving backwards on the back foot. And Ankalaev is a forward pressure kind of fighter. Pereira is a forward pressure kind of fighter. And I think when you mix in the threat of the takedown, it's in the back of Pereira's head. Okay, he doesn't like that idea. He's not as sharp at his shots. Someone like a Jamal Hill or Khalil Roundtree or someone like that is a great style where he's just like, these are going to bang. And even if they do shoot a takedown, I know I have good enough takedown defense. He wasn't that confident in his takedown defense against, Ankalaev in the first fight. I think that's clear. Because he just didn't look that sharp, you know what I mean? Throw some punches. Pereira should have won that fight. That's the thing. He didn't throw. He didn't take the risks. He just didn't want to get taken down. You need to be heavy on the kick game. You need to be on it from the start. And he was landing, some calf kicks early on. But, bro, I want to see it rapid fire. Rapid fire that shit in the first round. Make Ankalaev... Because if he shoots in and his leg buckles, you're sorted. You're sorted, okay? Just throw a lot more punches. Where, your counter left hook, man. That's your best fucking attribute. That's your best hook. That's your best weapon. Use it. Use your counters. Use your hands. Okay, when Ankalaev's moving forward, that's your opportunity to get him. I haven't seen Ankalaev get chinned either. So it's not like I'm like, he's got a bit of a dodgy chin here. He just doesn't, you know what I mean? There's no evidence to suggest that, okay? He got submitted by Paul Craig once. He's kind of beaten everyone else, apart from, he's kind of missing, a top name on his resume, but he's the champ for a reason now, and I don't really see Pereira winning. I just don't think it's a safe bet. I really don't think Pereira's a safe bet, you know what I mean? It's kind of like Cory, I can see a route to victory, but I'm not going to bet on it, okay? It kind of ruined my Cory prediction, but I feel like we all know I'm picking Merab anyway, but how Ankalaev can win... Grapple early from the start. There's no point, standing with him. In my opinion, there's none. As much as you did well on the feet and you wobbled them and you are going to have success on the feet at moments against Pereira, why take the risk when you could take him down and the fight is so much easier? Because you can take Pereira down. And you will take Pereira down. Okay, Pereira's just not got good takedown defense. The more I think about it, the more I feel less hopeless that Alex Pereira is actually going to win. And I feel like Magomed Ankalaev is actually going to finish Pereira in this fight, from being honest. I would not be surprised if he KOs him. I would not be one bit surprised. Fuck it, I'm actually going to pick Ankalaev via TKO in this one. The threat of the takedown is just going to be in Pereira's head the whole time, and I don't necessarily think it's going to go away at all. So I'm going to be picking fucking Ankalaev to win this fight, to be honest with you, bro. As shit as that is, and as much as if Pereira got that belt back, it would be absolutely insane. Very surprised that this isn't the Abu Dhabi main event. Very surprised. Or even on this card. I thought they would have done that, if I'm being honest. Now I'm kind of scratching my head of damn, who's actually going to be the co-main? Because usually they have they have a lot of fighters on that card. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. They have a lot of fighters on that card. Maybe a Movzar versus Volk co-main event, possibly. But then again, Aaron Pico versus Movzar 319 is in like 3-4 weeks, and it hasn't got a co-main event. Blows my fucking mind how stupid the UFC can be. But then drop bombshells like they did last night. Let's go. It feels like I haven't made like a big and out fight kind of talk in so long. So to finally get one is absolutely cracking. You know, 3 pay-per-views. 319 is fucking wank, but at least we have a good main event. But that's kind of all the pay-per-views have been the last year. Good main events, or maybe a decent co-main event, but fucking absolutely nothing else. Apart from, what was it, the fucking International Fight Week, 317 or some shit. I can't remember what number that was, but it's going to be interesting to see how Pereira adapts. Is he going to change, bro? I don't think so. What more can Pereira really change at this stage of his career? Genuinely, what more can he really change? Like, he's only thing I can think of is improved takedown defense, but how much can you really improve in that space of time that they fought? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't see Pereira getting this one done. As shit as it is, I think Ankalaev is going to beat him. And I think it'll be more decisive than the first fight, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to go with Ankalaev, 3rd round TKO on that one. Merab Dvalishvili versus Cory Sandhagen. Cory finally getting what he deserves, an undisputed world title shot, but he's going to fall short. If you're looking at this fight, of course Cory has a chance to win, and I've said this more than anybody else, that he has like a flying knee, you know, even the fucking spinning back kick that he got Marlon Moraes. You know, these are all kind of tools we know Cory has in his arsenal. But if you're really looking at it, are you really betting against Merab? Are you really betting against Merab at this stage of his career? I'm not, bro. I'm not betting against Merab. How can you? That's my question. How can you fucking bet against Merab at this stage of his career, okay? The dude just looks absolutely unbeatable. Like, his regen is just insane. Like, it's not human. There has to be, like, some genetic mutation that's happened in his system to where he's able to recharge that quick. His regen is unbelievable. And Cory's got good gas tank, but everyone's got a good gas tank until they fight Merab. Every fighter I've seen, I'm like, you know, Jan's got a great gas tank. He's gone 5 rounds, never gassed out. Umar's gone 5 rounds with Cory at a high pace. But this brother is different. It's different, okay? Cory's not going to get held on the ground. Cory's got good takedown defense, but at some stages, I'm honestly thinking, like, maybe you're literally better off being held down for, like, 2 minutes of a round and trying to get back, instead of getting back up and then getting taken down 4 other times that round in the space of 2 minutes. It's like, am I the only one who thinks that? Like, let's say there's 2 minutes left on a round and it's like the second round. You're better off just playing it out, riding out that round. Don't exert so much energy to get back to your feet, because you're not going to get points for that. You know what I mean? The score, that's the way it is, man. You're not going to get points for that, okay? As much as I think you should, you're not going to get points for that. And Merab is going to just keep RB and X, or what was it, RB and Y, whatever the takedown, whatever the takedown thing is. He's going to keep doing that, and he's not going to stop. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be smart about your energy when you fight Merab. It can be extremely attractive to get up off the takedowns, because you can get up off the takedowns. This dude doesn't have good, you know, control. He just doesn't. He does not have good control. And for Cory, I think it's going to be extremely important to just fucking make sure that you're using your energy well. I want Cory to win because I really like Cory Sandhagen. He's top 10 fighter for me. Not of all time, but just fighters that I like, okay? And to see if Cory got the belt, woo, I would love it. I would absolutely love it if Cory Sandhagen got that belt. Don't be afraid to throw up like a random submission, because I don't really see that against Merab. O'Malley doesn't do it. You know, Umar's probably the only one I can see maybe doing it, but then again, Umar doesn't really submit people. O'Malley's not going to do it. Jan sure as shit ain't going to do it. Throw up a random submission. Throw up a triangle. Try get him in something. Obviously, arm bars don't work in MMA at all. You know, triangles don't really work either. Like, these kind of basic MMA, you know, fucking submissions are kind of just, they kind of got vaulted as soon as people got good. Do you know what I mean? Arm bars don't work. Rear naked chokes rarely work. Like, I can't remember last time I saw a rear naked choke, if I'm being honest with you. Arm bars completely, you know, that shit got vaulted fucking many years ago. Just throw up something. See if you can take his back. What's Merab like when he's on his back? Like, Cory's very flexible. Cory's very skilled. So I definitely can see Cory winning. But at this stage, I really bet in against Merab. Like, I think Umar's the only one that can beat him. I'd say this is like a 70-30 fight. Like, that 30% chance of giving Cory, like, I can see a win. I can see it. And, like, I'm hyped to see it. I don't think, like, with the O'Malley fight, I was just like, oh, O'Malley might catch him, but he's just not going to. Like, I had no faith in O'Malley to beat Merab in the second fight. Like, absolutely none. Absolutely none, bro. It's just tragic. The first fight, I actually thought Sean was going to pick him apart. Because Merab's, you know, fucking stand-up is just not great. It's just not. And I thought Sean would be able to chin him. I thought seen enough from Sean to be able to find that chin, but fucking let me down, bro. Fucking let me down. And I'm not having high hopes for Cory in this fight because I can't bet against Merab again. I won't do it, bro. I won't do it. As much as I want Cory to win, he's not going to. He's not going to. And as soon as I accepted that, it's not going to make it any easier when he loses. But I'm holding on that he actually has a chance, because he 100% does. He can get Merab like something crazy. But let's not forget Cory actually has decent range on the hands. You know what I mean? He's got good jabs to move forward. The way he moves forward, he kind of throws forward and then kind of zigzags. So it's going to be interesting, bro. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say I'd see Merab getting Cory down and holding him down, like I said, because Umar couldn't do it. The dude's takedown defense is fucking bulletproof. But then again, everyone has bulletproof takedown defense till they fight Merab. I just feel like Umar's the only one that's got it in the bag. You know, if he had 5 more minutes of cardio against Merab, he would have beaten him. So that's the only thing, because he schooled him in the first 2 rounds. That's why I say, like, Merab's not that good. He just is consistently pressure forward. He's not that good. Bro, he's not. His skill set is not all that. But he's a fucking beast, man. So he just gets it done. But yeah, I'll go with Merab via 49-46. Cory might nick around in there. Maybe the first round. But yeah. Yuri Prochazka versus Khalil Roundtree. Bit of a surprise, this one. I genuinely thought Carlos Ulberg got snubbed in this fight, because this seems to be a number 1 contender fight. And we've seen both of these guys fight for the belt already against Pereira as well, and they both got knocked out. Yuri Prochazka twice. So if Pereira wins, obviously they'll probably run the trilogy with Ankalaev. Maybe they might give Ulberg something fresh. Maybe Ulberg's just next in line, period. Maybe that's why we're not seeing it. But I thought Ulberg versus Prochazka I thought that was a lock. I was like, I thought it was common sense that fight was going to happen. But then they dropped this kind of a bombshell. I'm not mad. I'm actually going to pick Khalil Roundtree. I did a TikTok last night. I think I said Prochazka, but the more I kind of think about it, the more I actually think, yeah, I'll pick Roundtree. He's going to fucking destroy those legs. Oh my god, from the start. From the start, bro, okay? I have come to the realization that Jamal Hill is just not that good. It took me like 4 fucking fights to realize that. But I think Roundtree's just going to absolutely destroy his legs. I think he's going to be able to find the range. Prochazka's very kind of like, he's moving like this. And he's got such a funky style to where I'm just like, sorry, mate. I don't really see it. I just don't see it. And for Yuri, he's in a weird spot where, he just beat Jamal Hill. Both of these guys are coming off a Jamal Hill win. So they have that kind of neutral opponent. Prochazka finished them, so you have to say he did better. Hill definitely had more moments. Khalil Roundtree was kind of more of a smooth sailing pick at range, but it just wasn't an entertaining fight. You know what I mean? It just was not an entertaining fight. Prochazka versus Yuri's unbelievable fight. I absolutely loved it, but it's kind of one of those things where I actually think, even though, Prochazka probably did it better, I feel like Khalil Roundtree was more consistent in the fight. He never really took a shot from Jamal Hill in 5 rounds, which is quite impressive, because Jamal Hill is quick. Jamal Hill does have hands. So I feel like Roundtree will get this one done. I don't think he's going to get sucked into a war. I feel like he's just going to pick him at range here and find his moment. Especially this is 3 rounds. I feel like that's going to suit Roundtree a lot better. Just kind of find his moment in this fight. But absolutely bombshell fights being dropped. Cyril Gane as well. I want to see an Arman Tsarukyan co-main event. I'm going to make a video about Justin Gaethje, because that brother is absolutely insane. But like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.